So, we didn't have enough time to go over the decks, but we are going into the game number 1 of this, not to be mistaken with Gwent Masters final. It is a semi-final of qualies. Semi-final between Sanvanter and Myamon. Let's see how that goes. Myamon brought his Rage of the Nilfgaardian Machines deck. Sanvanter is playing all in dwarfs without seamless. So yeah, if you are watching this channel, you've seen this deck in action on my YouTube channel and also on tournaments. Myamon played it. Sanvanter was also using something similar during the World Cup matches. And if you're not watching this channel, my question to you will be why? You definitely should. We are collaborating with Matol for a couple of tournaments. You might have seen them. If not, just catch up on the previous ones and enjoy the current one. We have 3 weekends in a row planned for you with some high competitive action, and yeah, the start today is fireworks between Daurian and Lerio, and now we go into the next one. The second teleport is denied by the pink.
Ever had your kneecaps broken?
But second teleport was only available from Anira and stuff. Okay, so there wasn't a lot of cooldown time between the previous series and this one, but I grabbed a sandwich, drank some water, so hopefully the energy levels will be high. And yeah, I'm famous for being one of the highest energy Gwent streamers, so I need to keep my appearances, so to say. You can never really freely pass against the deck that has rod tossers, because 4 cows and you are 4-5 cows and you usually lose majority of your points. So we see Sanvanter actually like splitting the rows, so you're not allowing the cows to block your row and get guaranteed value. But we also see that Sanvanter doesn't really mind winning uneven in round 1. And then taking the machines for a ride in round 2 and round 3.
The senses can be fun very easily.
If you are in a charge-giving business, you never get out, as we might have expected. Potentially Sanvanter taking something different. He says no, I am here to generate... Oh, Myamon. Myamon was like, I'm here to generate more dead cows and give them to Sanvanter. And that's what we are witnessing here. So that's -6, 7, 8, 9, -15. And not much you can do about it. You cannot feed anything there. You are not Guerrilla's tactics to move units out, so you are at -15 at the moment. By the way, very nice curse scroll. Don't really want to shuffle anything to the bottom of the deck, but the cards Myamon had were kinda useful in round 1 as well. Also, in this match we get the measurement. Sanvanter versus a player with 6 letters in the username is fine with a full row. The cow was not blocked by the score bracket. So this is also a scientific stream. We do measurements here or overlays and stuff. So no more defender protection after renew was used. But what about giving one more charge to your machines? Potentially. Not here, says Myamon. I'm fine with a long round. So Zoltan's company is very fast at filling the row, like Zoltan's company, and you got yourself almost a full row. And if it's only one cow at a time without defender, that gives an opening for Sanvanter's spear to attack the rod tosser or something else. So let's see how he decides to do it. He also has location to split some of the units. But basically, yeah, this is 5. And Zoltan is already filling the row with Eudora and hitting a couple of targets. On the other hand, you still get Mangonel with 6 chargers, so you can do some board cleaning. But Hefty Helga has what, 5 chargers? That's not bad. You Heatwave, you are still in a position of damage from Spear and from Skirm. And yeah, there goes the exchange. 8 provision card for what, 10 provision card, but Heatwave was there from the beginning. Hefty Helga needed a lot of work to be done by Myamon to become the threat. Myamon probably not poisoning the Joachim. As that would be his potential coup target. There goes your engine value. It starts with 1 ping, but there are still many turns, and getting through 7 armor is quite the task.
I warned you.
More charges. We require more charges, my lord. There's a combat engineer while just feeding them onto the mangonel and rod tosser. No petty filters on the board. Oniromancy can play one. Okay, Broof. Stop buffing. Stop buffing, but you cannot. That's the problem. Rod tosser doesn't have the zeal.
I shall flog them into submission.
Now that's a lot of damage. Ping, 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 ping. So when you cannot toss the road, you can toss Joachim into the mangonel, and that seems to be quite reasonable. As far as the plays go, so Brewer's value stopped. Zoltan is not fitting on the back row with 2 spawns and his life. Zoltan's scoundrel value would also be lost if Zoltan is Zoltan Warrior is played back row, so this goes front row most likely. This is just a wholesome 8-point play by now. Combat engineer, not actually. A warrior. So every time I look at this deck, it feels like it should fall apart. It plays 4 to 0 tempo 3-4 times per game. And in the end, it's still contesting proven decks. Like, this is not Sanvanter just experimented with the dwarfs, okay? He was playing it before, he was successful with it. Double Shice, Zoltan Chive decided to not even be an 8-point play. And to add Buchurt to injury, like not all punish in your deck, you did hit wave my Hefty Helga. There goes my Rock Crosser, and no need to waste charges. Oh, Oniro on Betty's filter. On the other hand, like, yeah, Buchurt is there, and it's extra points, but you can only Buchurt full city so many times. So what's the best Aneromancy anyway? You can Roderick for extra damage, but that sounds kinda bad. No? Well, it does. And yeah, Sanvanter sees the threat of chaos, even although, yeah, the point gap is just 2 men around Syndicate, so I guess the Forge got a delivery to make to the Novigrad. Well, why check the deck lists on the website, when you just seen this one? Like, you know the cards, you know the drill. We can check Myamons just in game. Look, Acherontia is there. Ixora I think is not. Pretty aggressive with Novigrad not traveling into round 3, but that's a claim for round 1 engine and potential click generating some nice cards.
Next time it'll be personal.
It's a little too much for Brawler to fight against. I guess he can try turning off the defender. Unlucky here for Myamon, but you're also not really turning it off, as the miner will just deactivate the thing. So yeah, that's a lot of armor to get through. Now it's potentially Amarils, but then you need control for Brewer. Unless you have 6 ganks to yoink it You need to master something. Junior, Morels. Some of the things capable of doing it. Yeah, we see the heat wave.
It could very well be the deal of a lifetime.
Seems like, oh, you just removed a card that you could have just avoided. But you cannot really close your eyes to Novigrad and claim that the thing cannot hurt me in round 3. It will hurt you round 1 and round 2. So if you want to wish, if you want to contest, yeah, that's a potential line. The spears are kinda good to clean up pink things, but Myamon doesn't really care about the gang since he's not the golf player, and he is also not playing Azarjavet. Also interesting to see a pitfall trap. I wonder what falls into that.
Learn that spell in Zerrikania.
Salamander Mage having not the best time here. He wants to shoot. The fire seems to should go through the armor, but no. No. No putting the strings in Myamon's deck, well, unless you roll something from Shady Vendor. Which means that, yeah, the Zoltan Shiva might be kinda safe. Also, no bleeds on it to maybe finish it off for 3 coins from Junior. So, Sanvanter gets rid of Novigrad, establishes 9 points of carryover for himself. Armor from the Tampering might play for some extra value, but not too much. And now a bunch of Rowdy Dwarfs against the Junior. Myamon missed the candle, that would have provided him potentially with extra coins to spend, but he has leader. So if you want to spend some coins, you can clean it up a little bit on the front row. Somebody spilled the Rowdy Dwarfs there. So that you're denying basically on play Brewer hook value. Potentially, like looking at Sanvanter's hand, it's minus Brewer points, minus Zoltan and the god, but instead we do see Jacques being actual sacrificial target as well here, but as I mentioned, yeah, the value was not denied on Brewer, and Brewer is getting played. And now you are eliminating a 7-point engine, but it did provide some extra value. Spread it, and with those rowdies on the board, you can still get guard value. But it's understandable from Myamon's point of view, like you need coins. Your opponent, if Zoltan is played with Eudora, is also like restocking the row. So you might just play yourself in a corner with that junior plus some leader charges.
Best not play with fire, liable to get burnt.
The problem with the Barclay Elves is that it gives Rowdy's armor without boosting them. So that Salamander Mage shot kinda didn't waste the damage, so to say, because this looks like Barclay Elves round. Probably not really traveling with it into the next one. So this is Sesame's. At 6 still. Myamon will need to do some work on those.
Slow, ain't ya?
Yeah, well, it seems to be as good as doing it before, but well, the leader charges are intact, and also beautiful spending Junior just knocking the Sesames down by 1.
Hark, brothers. These are the words of scripture.
Okay, so round 3, and the candle is there. The pitfall trap. Well, let me show you Acherontia's provision cost. You need to time it properly, but considering there is a double Oxenford guard and you have skirms, well, you're wasting some damage, but they cannot be boosted into the Oblivion. What's there is no swarm card as well. So this is gonna be spicy. If something goes too tall, well, there are no humans, and no machines. Also, look at this beautiful Zoltan. Zoltan and his wife on a honeymoon somewhere outside the Novigrad and outside Mahakam. So yeah, as mentioned. Okay, it's still enough though, right? Is it? Well, where is the Zoltan? Where are the points? Where are the points, Lebowski? So Myamon was doing it knowingly. There is only one trap. Unlucky rolls or lucky rolls, depending who you're rooting for. Yeah, the skirmisher full value. Could have kill the Oxenford Guard, but I guess anything that gets buffed there is a loss anyway. And yeah, as I mentioned, like, sure, you lost your Chirontia, but you secured a spending for round 3. Myamon is a believer even at 6 provisions after the nerf. Also, you can witness the Ronwit, the OP card here, 6 provisions as well. Feeding the Cadveni Revenants. This is without the magic spell that creates more of them. So if Revenants stick in, they're quite nice on your opponent's spies and on Ronwit.
Her grace will not be pleased.
That's like a free training, but I'm not sure if this is a good addition to the board. Helps you with potential purify later on, but yeah. Secret Service has rules by which they operate. Also interesting, not putting the Duchess's Informant between the Caro and Siege Master for potential denial of an armor. I guess Sanvanter doesn't really have plans for the Caro Ballista. It will be allowed to shoot.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Well, Emir's luck. Every game. Maybe he just wants the Archfane be the carryover for the later rounds and doesn't want to have this wasted. What do you guys think? Is this the motivation of Emir? He's definitely misbehaving with that, as it's happening too often. With Calvich, you can justify this is a high expensive card, maybe, but how he keeps doing it, I wouldn't know. Also, his cameo is quite short here. I hope he got a lot of money for this role. Dude comes in, brings Torres in, if you missed. Quite a nice combination of cards. Maybe some people just jam and don't look at the card art. But since it's in hand, let's enjoy it. Probably not the card you want to play from hand, that's why we are highlighting it.
Checkmate.
So siege support helps. Radovid was dying like every game. Here he wouldn't be locked or anything, right? So it was safe, but siege support helps a lot with getting charges onto your leader, and if you are still relying on Temerian infantry at 6 provision, you probably won't. Although, okay, it's not exactly relying on them. There is no casting contest, there is no Adalia, so deck became less about the infantries.
He's up to something. We ought to be up to something too.
So Sanvanter definitely sees that Myamon is up to something, and wants to be up to something too. Particularly, he wants to be up to what's 3-2 in this match. It's like his favorite thing to be up to currently, not going into the lower bracket.
My generals? I would trust every last one with my life.
Pretty good cards. 5 provisions. 6 provisions? 5 provisions. I'm not comparing them. I'm saying that the cards are pretty good and there is 2 of them staking on the board, so Fergus with some spicy value. This gives like potential shenanigans, but there is no Thirsty Dame on the board, and that's a bit too late probably.
Please, no blows. My apologies, I always served it.
To get that combo going, like, oh, you stole my engine, I'll just copy it over and over again. Reinforcements I never really expected to be copying Nilfgaardian soldiers that were muzzled. So Myamon knew that there is a brick. Myamon with that muzzle also denied potential Thirsty Dame value, but Thirsty Dame was a bit too late to the party anyway, and Roderick still has far too many hits to be reliably played, so Sanvanter is in a tough situation where you'll need to potentially answer a question or two. Can you beat? Can you beat Myamon in this round without committing Masquerade Ball? Is Masquerade Ball any good anyway? At the moment we do see that pass is being offered. AA can pull the Temerian. Can also just develop Ron with carryover to avoid going tall. Well, Ron with is a 6 provision card, so.
I want every ship ready for inspection.
Okay. Charges being saved for the Thirsty Dame reach play. Did it really matter? Like, it costs Rompali his life. And you still get the bleed, so you are losing 1 point on Thirsty. Also, this kinda, yeah, is unavoidable. You need the adjacent units.
A superb specimen, truly.
You bleed and you bleed and you bleed, and this is -2, potentially -3, so still pass available. And Myamon decides to take it. Roderick Roderick has Coup. Can play Coup for damage. I guess well, yeah, I guess access, although Joachim is somewhere on top, right? No? Okay, so the plan was to always keep the Roderick, I guess.
A taste of Nordling, is it?
So a lot of points here. Some of those points gonna die to poisons, I guess, but first you'd need to establish something on the board. So it doesn't go in immediately. That might be the reason why we don't see the Masquerade Ball opener. As you play Aristocrats and Ball gets triggered, you definitely need a target. So here is where the Purify might have potentially been more useful when your Cadvenias gets invoked.
The Van Moorlands, they
Or maybe
truly
it's
spoil
not
us.
getting locked, what do I know? What do I know? Oh wait, it's getting locked, look, and now your opponent can use your own wit and their Roderick. No poisons allowed. At the same time, there is a convenient revenant. At least it's placed into Hansel, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just funny to see, okay?
hunt begin.
At the same time, there is literally a double thirsty dame as well, so yeah. What a card. What a faction you've got is, by the way. Yoink. Thank you so much, and now you also can just feed from the Roderick. So was there anything better? Probably like Reinforced Ballista would be a safer choice, even if it was locked. Maybe, like, I don't know, buff it, yeah, but as I said, Roderick is here. And well, let's be realistic, you know how many points the Hanselta is?
Out of the way, rabble!
Although Hanselt will go for a back row to not waste too many points. Look at this beautiful play as well, as Joachim cannot hit the coup. You first go for the Roderick for extra points. But all those points amass to how many? It's actually with extra procs and Revenant. So you only shoot 3 times, so leader charge is not really wasted. All this that was created is very nice for Hanselt. Guys, are you counting points? Are you looking? Ooh-ah. 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 And since nothing is being wasted on that damage with the bleed, that was like perfect Revenant fake value. Myamon just trios here. GG's. goes to the final with a clean victory. This will be 8 for Myamon for the day.